afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Robert Miles. I am the CTO for battery storage. We are a low-cost renewable energy asset-based STO offering. Before I start, I'll do the quick disclaimer with the lawyers pointing guns at my head. We are going through the accreditation for an STO. We are regulated out of Malta, and we will do our public launch once we have the accreditation for that STO. So once we've gone through that, the problem that we've got, high energy prices, high energy consumption, particularly at times of high energy demand. Now, what we're trying to do here is take a facility for crypto mining, which is an asset-based STO, with a battery storage attached to that facility, and incorporate the utilization of renewable energy. The problem we have with renewable energy is that it's an unpredictable energy source. By utilizing battery storage, we can store that power at times of high generation and low demand, and then utilize it at times of low generation and high demand. That will secure us a very cheap price energy for a long duration. The problem that we've seen is that renewable energy has not been able to be promoted in a positive way, and we also have the criticism through mining that we have a very high energy intensive industry here. So what we're trying to do is lose a dependence on fossil fuels, increase the utilization and maximize the benefits of renewable energy source while utilizing it in line with our industry. So we have got a UK based asset which is going to be offered cheap, affordable green energy into a very large battery system, which will then be able to facilitate the utilization of mining. With multiple revenue streams based on energy commodity pricing, generation, crypto mining, we have the ability to mix ourselves through these different revenue streams, giving money back to the investor with attractive ROIs, society and impact, giving us good CO2 reductions, and looking at an expansion of the renewable energy sector. So what is the assumption for our success? We need to see further expansion within the renewable sector. I think this is at the forefront of everybody right now. We need to see cost-effective battery storage. We've seen a reduction in 80% of the capital costs associated with that battery. And we're going to the UK because we have a favourable regime for an environment that investors can feel safe in. So what's the utilization of our blockchain? So blockchain gives us a transparency for those investors to see exactly how we are utilizing their money and see how we're generating those revenues, be it through commodity trading, through crypto mining, or utilization of a GPU through the leasing of the to online gaming companies who don't necessarily have the capital to invest into the systems required. The way our investors are paid out is through a profit share. 60% of the equity will be through the STO. That STO will give dividends and see it as a transparent form of returns through that investment. So what we have an excellent management team coming through different industry sectors, energy experts, crypto experts, blockchain experts. Every one of us brings something valuable to the team, giving us the confidence that you need, that we have the right product. We're backed by 13 billion euros worth of net wealth supporters through Belectric. These are major entities that are supporting the project that we're pushing forward. So what we're looking for, we're looking for a Q1, Q2 STO launch. We're looking for private individuals to come in with seed funding to support our efforts so far with a 72 million euro hard cap. Sorry, it's a bit of a bad clicker. So we have a consented 60 megawatt project that has grid connections, planning permissions, and we're ready to start trading as soon as we have the funds there. We have invested already about €750,000 to get it to the stage that we're at. And as I said, we have a team comprised of energy experts and industry leaders. So please, as we go into the last sections, or come and see us if you don't have a chance to ask questions, we'd be delighted to speak a little bit more. Thank you, everybody.
Perfect timing. Let's go for questions now.
So I have a little try now. Hi. Do I have any questions? Was that clear?
Yeah, so battery storage is inefficient at the moment, as far as I understand, and maintenance is expensive. How do you maintain profitability?
Well, no, it's actually the maintenance of batteries are very low indeed. Very small capital. The capital costs have come down. The operational expenditure is very low. Batteries are very, very simple to operate. Maybe I'll explain a little bit more why this is exciting then if I don't have any questions.
What is your cost per kilowatt hour for the mining?
Sorry, say again?
Your cost per kilowatt hour for the mining?
Well, the beauty about what we're doing here is because we're working with investment funds who've got existing operational assets, the problem that they've got, and I'm not eluding the question, is the price of energy and wholesale has got a massive fluctuation, and these guys can't sell the power for very much because it's being produced unpredictably. So what we're able to do is actually buy the energy at a reduced cost to what you'd see as commodity prices.
Which is what?
So depending on whether we go hard cap, soft cap, the mining facility will be up to 10 megawatt as a maximum size. So that will pull 10 megawatt hours per hour where we're at maximum facility size.
Okay, so because mining operations right now across the world are not that profitable. In fact, 600,000 miners have closed in the last month alone.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things we've got is we've got these dual revenue streams. So one of the things we're looking at is 30% of the revenue generated through the mining facility will be for reinvestment into new technologies, but also because we have the ability to take secondary revenue streams and that live ability to change what we're doing, we can decide whether it's the right time to mine or to lease or to actually just do commodity trading and balances services to the grid.
Sorry, how you design the allocation of your security tokens?
So the security token, the idea of that is 60% of the ownership of this asset will be through the security token, and then 60% of the margins will be delivered to those security token investors. Maybe I'll tell you a bit about renewable, why this is cool. So we're in an industry here that is being criticised for the energy intensity. And what we're trying to do here is facilitate the ability to utilise renewable generation over demand and take us from an unpredictable, disruptive form to a predictable utilisation of that renewable power, which I think for all of us is something we should be putting at the core of what we're doing. And if we can attract the fact that we can secure long-term commodity prices without that exposure to intraday trading, it gives us a really solid business model. You know, all of the exposure here is around how much is that power going to cost? You know, how are we going to do this? So we can go to those long-term 10, 15-year contracts, which is sub-market price for us as a user, and we can increase those prices to the existing pension funds and sort that owns the assets. It's sort of a win-win situation. I can waffle on. If I've got no questions, I'll fill this time, guys. So, I mean, we're really keen about this. You know, we're seeing all sorts of avenues here, and you know, the question is, why an STO? You know, we had these conversations yesterday. You know, ICO, IPO. You know, I think for us, the STO idea is ICO was sort of coined off an IPO, and it really wasn't an IPO. It took the terminology. I think the STO is an exciting way for the people who want to invest in this, who only have, you know, we take minimum investment of 300 euros. You know, these guys don't have thousands of pounds to go through due diligence. They don't have the ability or the expertise to invest in this market. So if we can do that through a consent or through a prospectus that has been regulated, then surely this is going to bring that security back to what we were trying to do in the first place. You know, an ICO is a straight VC investment, let's be honest. So let's bring some regulation back to that and bring confidence back to the market.
So on the STO, you said you're selling 60% ownership?
Yes, yes.
And those are like same class shares?
No, there's a single class share, yeah. So we are doing 1.2 billion 6-cent shares. We are looking for seed funding and private investors. We have a white paper available for those. Obviously, we'd be delighted to sit down with those guys who'd be interested in coming on board early with us.
And your time is up.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Cheers.
you.